The game MLB 2K11 for Wii is as close as you can get to an authentic Major League Baseball experience without standing on the pitcher's mound. MLB 2K11 is the newest baseball simulation game in the MLB 2K series. It features every player on every Major League team as well as updated ballparks. All the details are there, from the distinct way your favorite shortstop hops as he throws to first, to the view from home plate of your team's stadium. One of the hallmarks of the MLB 2K series, Total Control Pitching and Hitting, is back. It uses the motion sensing capabilities of the Wii Remote and Nunchuck controllers to really bring home the feeling of, say, throwing a slider from the mound on a 3-2 count,
Swung on and missed, struck him out, that's going to retire the side.
Or facing off against a southpaw with a mean fastball and hitting a clean line drive up the middle. The game's franchise mode has been revamped this year. In addition to setting your roster, you can manage your disabled list, hold team meetings, or even send players back to the minors when they're suffering through a slump. Every decision is up to you. Mini Diamond is an all-new multiplayer mode where you can play baseball games in places like a crazy circus or in outer space. It's an exclusive feature for the Wii version. This year's MLB 2K cover athlete is pitcher Roy Doc Halladay of the Philadelphia Phillies. On May 29, 2010, he pitched a perfect game, allowing no hits, no runs, and no errors. 27 up, 27 down. It was only the 20th perfect game in the history of Major League Baseball. Doc Halladay worked with the team at 2K Games to help refine the way pitching works in MLB 2K11. If you're looking for a realistic and deep baseball game featuring your favorite players, parks, and elements of the game, MLB 2K11 can't be beat. It's in stores now. In honor of spring, Allison and I decided to take a walk outside and do a walkthrough of one of the springiest levels from the game Super Mario Galaxy 2, Slimy Spring Galaxy.
Not only does it have spring right in the title, but if you complete the level, you'll end up in a grassy field in full bloom. What's a springtime better than that?
Once you land in the Slimy Spring Galaxy, head to the left and jump up the green platform. Jump up or do a backflip onto the warp pipe.
You only have 3 shells to open up 3 chests. Spin to grab the green Koopa shell, and then spin again to launch it at a chest. Hope for 1-ups.
Next, jump and slide down the waterfall into the well. Press the Z button to dive underwater and hold the A button to swim. Collect the coins to keep your air meter filled.
You'll need to spin and grab a Koopa shell. The Koopa shell is absolutely necessary because after this section, coin bubbles are few and far between, so you'll need the extra speed.
You also can defeat the Snoodles by shining the shell's light beam into their eyes.
When you get to this group of purple urchins, take a left to a secret passage and collect the Comet Medal.
Then, swim across this cavernous area full of Snoodles and into the stone incline. Make sure to avoid the rolling urchins.
It gets tight, but you'll make it through. Next, you'll come to a brick wall. Swim straight into it, and the Koopa shell will bust it open.
Dive under these green gills. You'll really be low in air at this point, so stay focused.
You'll have to do some expert swimming to avoid the Snoodles and grab the coin in the bubble. This will refill your air supply.
Now shake the Wii Remote controller to blast Mario into the launch star and out of the water.
Hit the checkpoint flag, and then do a long jump to collect the 1-up. Now drop into the pool. Follow the starbit arrow to a new Koopa shell.
Swim through the yellow ring and it will give you a speed boost. Aim to hit every single yellow ring, avoiding the underwater booze, and you should cruise through the segment.
Make sure to hold on to your Koopa shell. If you hit a wall and drop it, you have to dive for another one, using up your dwindling air supply.
Swim up the incline, avoiding urchins, and run out of the water, but don't let go of the Koopa shell. You will find yourself in the aforementioned springtimey field with a romantic setting sun.
Now use your Koopa shell to break open the treasure chest, which will release Toad and collect the Power Star.
If you haven't yet, grab a copy of Super Mario Galaxy 2 today. Want to head back to the studio? I don't think it's quite springtime yet.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I still have no idea what you're talking about.
The game Kirby's Dream Course was originally released in 1995 for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System, and it puts a Kirby spin on golf. In this game, Kirby is the golf ball, and you use his shape-changing powers to get him in the hole. Kirby has 4 tomatoes, and he loses one every time he takes a shot. So if you don't get him into a hole before he runs out of tomatoes, you lose a life. It's a twist on staying at or under par in a real golf game. You play on a series of floating courses, and each course has 8 holes. Using the classic controller, you can control precisely where and how hard you hit Kirby. Hit him straight on, send him flying, make tricky bank shots, or even put some backspin on him. There are also a bunch of power-ups Kirby can acquire, and each one helps you get through specific challenges. A rock power-up lets Kirby stop on a dime. If he nabs an electric power-up, he can destroy obstacles. Speed power-ups get you over water and sand traps. So right now I'm going to try the 6th hole on the 2nd course. So the first thing that we want to do is get the lay of the land. So let's use the camera here and we'll see what the whole course looks like. We got this warp behind us, a sand trap, creature here with an umbrella power-up, that's pretty good. This lower level here, this one looks pretty high, so I'll probably want that one to be the one that ultimately turns into the hole. And we'll attempt to take those out. The first thing I'm going to do is go for this creature here who has the umbrella power-up, and I have a speed power-up, so that'll be great to get me over the sand trap. Lined up nice and straight. Use the power-up right as we get to the trap. Perfect. Wow! So I was able to get that guy after all with the speed power-up, so that was really nice. All right, let's try an arcing shot. See if we can get that creature there at the tail end of the first arc. That looks like that works out pretty well. And we do have the umbrella power up, so that will help me maybe drift into him. So we don't need any backspin. We'll line that up right in the middle. Go full power. Use that drifting umbrella power up. All right. Perfect. So now you'll see because we got those other creatures, the hole appears, and let's just line it up. Hopefully we can get it in. Let's get it going right over the hole. That looks good to me. To pick the right strength, let's see. Ah! All right, so now we'll just tap it in. We'll go nice and light. Oh! I thought we would just roll right in. That's okay. We have another life left, so we're not in trouble yet. A whole new set of tomatoes. I think we should be able to get it this time. Yes! Ready to hit the links for a round of some crazy golf? Kirby's Dream Course is available now for the Virtual Console service. We'll return next week with more great games for the Wii console and the Nintendo DS system.
And we're finally getting our hands on the new Nintendo 3DS system.
Yes! That news calls for another car wheel!
She's right, it does.